All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Hurt Business Podcast. As always, my name is Ferris Schreier, and today I'm excited to talk with my next guest. He is returning to the show, but I'm especially excited to bring him back this time because he is fighting Captain America, and he isn't casted in any Marvel films yet. November 11th, he's fighting at Cage Titans. My boy Aaron Hughes, how we doing today, champ?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yes, sir. Well, how's it been, man? The past few weeks, you've had a big opponent on your hit list. How's mentally preparing for that been?
Yeah, I mean, fight camp in general has just been an absolute grind. Just like 2 a days, 3 a days, 5, 6 days a week. Yeah, like mentally, I feel like I've never been in a better position. The guys I've been training with are just pushing me every single day. Um, Not much like not much changes fight camp to fight camp. I'm not so much worried about like what my opponent is gonna do. Like I'm definitely preparing for the stuff that he brings to the table, but I'm more focused on myself. So win, lose or draw, I'm always back in the gym the day after the fight training. So um, it's pretty much it, man. Just always training, always grinding, and just focusing on getting better every single day.
Getting better is right. I see you all over Massachusetts training with some of the top guys in our area, specifically the guys over at the cartel. How much has that helped you prepare for this guy?
Yeah, man, it's helped me so much. I started training with those guys back up in like I want to say like Aprilish, right before I fought Jake Hickson-Bow, and just it's just like such a different like grind and mental push up there because like I'm used to like being one of the top guys in the room, and then I go up over there and I just get absolutely smoked, and like all the guys up there are just beating the shit out of me. So it's definitely a very humbling experience, but it's super needed for my mental, and it's definitely elevated my skills like to the point where I'm pretty confident that I can hang with anybody in New England. I mean, to be real with you.
Mm. What's worse, getting your ass kicked by those cartel guys or sitting in traffic for like 2 hours to get up to Lawrence?
Honestly, the traffic on the way up there isn't bad. It's coming back, and getting beat up by those guys is fun, man. Because I fucking love doing this shit. Like I love training. I love being in the gym. I love the sport. I love watching the sport. Fucking sitting in traffic though, that's just ass. And it's like so Saturday morning sparring starts at like 11 a.m. and it's probably till like 12:30. By the time I get home, it's already like 4 o'clock, dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jeez, yeah, jeez. That's like half the day right there.
Because I stay around, I talk, I shoot the shit. You know what I mean? By the
Yeah.
time I leave, it's 1:15.
Mm,
2 hours back, now it's
mm.
3:15. You know?
Yeah, that New England traffic, dude, it's like none other, and there will be no accidents. There'll be nothing on the road. It's just clogged
Really
all
don't.
over the
I
place.
I literally don't understand, bro. It's like you're just driving straight. Everybody's driving the same direction. Why are we
Yeah.
stopping?
Why? Why? And there's like nothing going on. There's no accidents for us all to look at, which when that happens, it's a shit show. But when there's nothing going on, there's still traffic.
Yeah, man, it's fucking awful. I
It's
definitely not a fan of the traffic, but the training up there is legit as fuck. So
Mhm. Not only there, but I seen you were also at BJJ Taunton. I'm sorry, BTT Taunton. How's that been?
again, man, I go up there. They're a really really good jujitsu school. So I definitely been going up there a lot because a lot of the fighters and shit roll there. So it's like when I decide I'm gonna get different work today instead of training at regiment, I'm like I want to go up there and get like smashed.
Mm.
Um, yeah, it's great work up there too, man. Everybody is so good up there, so friendly. The hospitality is great. Super thankful for those guys.
Mm. One thing I admire so much about the culture we have in New England, I'm amazed. Like guys travel to different gyms, cross train all the time. How important is that for the culture of MMA, for the improvement of all you guys?
It's super important. Nobody knows everything. Um, when it comes to MMA, boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, right? There's always something to learn from different people. Like I've been training for about 10 years, right? And there's this kid who trains at my gym. He's been training for about a year and a half. And he's like some of my most competitive rounds. And he'll like he'll show me things, I'll show him shit. And it's like I've been training 10 times longer than you. Like, how are you showing me this stuff? But it's stuff that's like legit and works. So it's like you have to learn from everybody. And I think cross training is super, super important.
How's regiment been? How are the guys up there?
Good, man. I mean, big show coming up for us. A lot of guys. Me, Mitch, Brandon Demora, my boy Newport Mike.
Newport Mike.
Some Muay Thai again.
Mm.
I, I love that kid.
Fun first one, dude. That was my first time watching him compete, and I was like, all right, Newport.
I
Got
was I was having a fucking heart attack in the corner because he doesn't shit, but but
what's the feeling for you heading into a card like you said, flooded with your teammates? Is that added pressure? Is that a little much for the mental at all?
no, I mean, I fought with teammates many times. I fought for CES. I think I had 4 teammates fight. I fought with Mitch multiple times before. Fought with him in May. Fought with him as amateurs multiple times. I'm not really like thinking so much that it's added pressure. More so that it's gonna be lit as fucking in the
Mm,
back, like
mm,
warming up with all my teammates and shit. You know.
mm. Is the has the intensity went up a notch in the gym?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thursday sparring be kind of wild sometimes. I gotta like chill myself out sometimes. We have this thing called the sparring day champion, you know, because sometimes we just go in there and it's full on fight. And Newport Mike is the Mark Wisher kickboxing champion, so we're always like, all right, sparring day champ today, sparring day champ. Everybody's coming for Newport Mike.
And is every day a new guy? Is every Thursday a different head honcho you guys target?
Yeah, it's it pretty much rotates between like me, Mike, Brandon,
Mm,
Demora, Carter Whitty, and Ryan Lavoie.
mm, mm.
So it's like, yeah, it's like, all right, who's the sparring day champ today? You know, but as I'm like getting older in my career, honestly, like I'm training a lot smarter now than I was like we used to go crazy in sparring. I don't really spar like that anymore.
Mm,
I'd say over like the last year or so, like sometimes I'll go hard, but like I'm trying to like preserve my career before I get to the UFC. I'm not trying to like leave my career out there in the gym, but so it's still a thing, but I kind of like stay away from it these days, you
mm,
know.
mm.
But it's
You're
vibes in there.
you're conscious of it. You're not going too hard and going over the limit.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid to go hard by any means, but I'm also not afraid to tell people to like chill the fuck out. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Um, if you start throwing like spinning elbows and spinning hook kicks and sparring, I'm gonna tell you to fucking chill. You know, because like
mm.
that's how people get hurt and shit. You know.
That's right. Now, your opponent, November 11th, Gerald Muse, is he the toughest opponent to date for you?
I mean, on paper it seems that way. He's 5-0, all finishes. Um, but I feel like I fought some pretty good guys. I fought Raheem Thorpe, who was a great wrestler from Jackson Wink. I fought Jacob Detmeyer, who's also undefeated with all knockouts, um, including myself.
Mm,
But I think on paper he's definitely my toughest fight, and I feel like he provides some unique challenges to me in the fight. But I think I'm gonna go out there and let my skills do the talking. To be honest with you.
what does a successful night to you look like?
Victory, man. Victory by any means. Like,
Mm,
obviously, I want to go out there and have the performance of my lifetime and go out there and get a finish. I'm always hunting a finish when I fight. Like, I don't want to be having all these crazy wars on the local scene for pennies, you know? But I'm always hunting a finish. But at the end of the day, a win's a win. If I got
mm,
to go out there and wrestle you for 3 rounds, hold you on the cage, I'll I'll do that, man. I mean, I'm expecting a finish, but
Mm.
yeah.
Give him a little trip down to good old Gilly City.
See, it's like watching some of his film. He's definitely exposed for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
I've seen a couple weaknesses in his guillotine defense, so he better protect his neck. But I'm just gonna take whatever's there, man. I've left no stone unturned for this camp with my diet, my training, my discipline, what time I go to bed, what time I wake up. Um, so I just want to win. I don't care how I win. I don't care if it's knockout, finish, decision, split decision. You know what I mean? I want to win, and that's what a successful night looks like to me, man.
Now, last Cage Titans event, you guys had the face off, and it was awesome being there. It was a great show. And during the intermission, what did you think of the face off?
Well, first off, so I was messaged after July, after I fought in July, if I wanted to fight Jerry in September, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take September off, go away for a little bit, fucking chill with my girlfriend, and I was like, why? Does he want to fight me? And the response was, yes. So I'm like, okay, so this motherfucker wants to fight me. I'm like, all right, make the fight confirmed then. And
Mm.
then they didn't tell me that they were gonna like have me call him out. So I wasn't really expecting that. I thought they were just gonna face us off and announce it. But dude, he's a weirdo, dude. He's cringe, man. Like he's definitely a skilled opponent, but his fucking antics are weird. Like he's kind of making a mockery of the sport. Like I'm all business when I'm in there, and I'm sure he is too. And I got respect for him, but the dancing shit's annoying, bro. Like, come on. Like, you're a fucking grown ass man getting off the Captain America. Like, I never even seen any of the Avengers movies or like the Marvel movies. I saw the original Spider Man 1, 2, and 3 with Tobey Maguire, but this fucking new wave shit, dude, I never watch it. And yeah, it's just cringe that he like actually thinks he's like Captain America or something. Obviously he's just trolling everybody, but I'm like, bro, like it's
So,
I don't know, weird. The
di-
fucking fake wrestling throw and the fake punch, like, bro, come on, man.
Now, for a second, being in the stands, I was like, "Holy shit! Is somebody charging at him?" And then I seen the guy jump, and I was like, "Oh, it's all for the show." Now, you being in the cage, like, what's going through your mind?
I was just fired up, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, let's fucking go. You know what I mean? Um, I definitely had some thoughts of like maybe I should like give him a shove or something, but I was like, he he's a he's a fucking cool dude, but he's just I don't know, he's weird, man.
Mm,
You know,
mhm. He
I was just
definitely.
honestly just like fired up, wanted to like see my range, see my strength, how big he was. You know what I mean? I was
Mm,
like, yeah, let's go. And I actually just found out today that I'm gonna be doing the Cage Titans press conference next week.
mm.
So we'll
Let's
definitely be
go.
another face off.
Mm.
So I don't know. Apparently he's bringing some antics they were saying on the show. So we'll see. Won't fucking try no stupid shit with me.
Were you excited to get that call about the press conference?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Because I've been to a couple before, and I went to the last one when Mitch fought Tyler Smythe,
Mm,
but they didn't like have me as a part of the press conference, more as they interviewed me off to the side. So I'm like, dude, like this is a featured fight of the night. Like this is a big fucking fight, man.
yes, sir.
Huge fight for my career, man. Like this shit is gonna take me like to the next level. People are gonna start talking about title fights and shit like that. So
Mm. I mean, you're fighting a guy who's 5-0, like you said, all finishes, and some of them as like entertaining and as as rare as it comes. I mean, 2 twisters. Come on, nobody does that shit.
Twisters and an Imanari roll.
Yeah, that heel hook, man. That was quick, right? That was like in the first round.
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds or 12 seconds or something.
Yeah, yeah, no chance, right? What if you see him rolling at an Imanari roll at you?
I mean, if he rolls at me with an Imanari roll, Go watch the Ilya Taporia versus Ryan Hall fight. Go find out how that ended up. So, and this motherfucker is like, what are you gonna do if I attack your legs? How are you gonna attack the neck? Like, bro, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. Like, attack my legs, I'm just gonna punch you in the face. Like, this guy thinks I don't do jiu-jitsu. Like, I do jiu-jitsu 4 times a week, 5 times a week. Like,
Now, the press conference, I'm super excited about it. I'm definitely gonna ask questions. Is there something that you definitely want to be asked or have a moment to talk about in that setting?
nah, man, I'm just gonna play it by ear. Whatever
Hell yeah.
happens, whatever questions come up. But yeah, I just hope he doesn't. I'm sure I'm gonna get stupid ass questions. I'm sure. So
Yeah.
whatever.
That's usually how it is. Unfortunately, some of New England MMA isn't the greatest, but you know they do their best, which is important. Uh, now, what's your message to all your teammates, everybody over at Regimen, all the Short Fuse fans heading into the biggest fight of your life?
Yeah, just thank you everybody who believes in me and pushes me in the gym every single day. Like you know, you guys are there for me. I'm there for your camps. You know, we just keep getting better and better and better. And for the motherfuckers from the when I started this shit, who told me, "Oh, you're never gonna get to where you want to be," blah blah blah. You're 0-3 as an amateur. You should quit. They can go fuck themselves because I never gave up. I never will give up until I accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. You know. So my message is, when times get hard, times get rough, you just gotta wipe yourself off, keep pushing through that shit. I was an 0-3 amateur and I was a 1-3 pro. So, and now I'm one of the most talked about names in New England. So people can say what they want, but
The fuse is gonna keep on fusing, bro. I mean, you're definitely like one of the most improved fighters of the year. You're definitely a great story that should be talked about. Because starting your pro career 1-3 and 2, you've been on a run, dude. It feels like you've been active and you've been winning big fights. So,
yeah,
hats.
my fourth fight this year, honestly. I think most fights I've ever had in a year,
Mm,
like or pro. I don't think I ever had any more than 3. Um, and yeah, man, I'm super excited. Like, after this fight, there'll be no denying me for fighter of the year. There will
mm,
be no denying me in the top 10 rankings, you know, because he's number 10 right now. I'm coming for that spot, man. I'm telling you,
yeah.
like, I'm getting older. I'm trying to get to the UFC, get to Bellator, get to PFL, and ain't no more games being played, man. I just got to go out there and fight my fight, and I think I can beat a lot of people around.
Now you said you wanted to take time off, but then Captain America wanted to fight you. Did you be like what was that like? Was that a little like, "What the fuck, you wanna fight me?" Did you take that personal at all?
No, it's kind of funny because like I kind of like manifested this fight, man. To be honest, because I watched a couple of his fights. Like I pretty much watched the fights of like all the guys in my weight class. Um, because dude, I fucking stalk everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to see your strengths. I want to see your weaknesses. And so I watched a couple. Well, he fought on the card in January when I fought Matt Denning. He fought on that card and won via Twister. So I started hearing about that. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Then he fought again, and I think, oh, he fought Jake Hicksenbow again, and I was at that fight, and I watched it, and I was like, huh. I was like, I can beat both these guys, and I was watching the fight. I'm like, I can beat both these guys. So I asked to fight Jake Hicksenbow because um something that Jerry wanted to take time off or something. I don't know, but so I asked to fight Hicksenbow. Obviously, that fight fucking fell short with the no contest and shit. That shit sucked.
Mm,
So after that, I was like, I want to get right back in there. I want to fight immediately. He was taking the summer off, I guess, or something with the military or something. So they asked me about September, but September I wanted to take time off. So he fucking fights and hits that stupid Imanari roll, and I'm like, and somebody posted on Facebook like, if you don't like Jerry Muse, you're a weirdo, and I commented, I was like, meh. I'm like, I'm not impressed. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I guess somebody screenshotted it and like sent it to him. I don't know. I kind of like manifested this fight. I never like asked for it, but I always was like thinking in the back of my head like this fight's definitely gonna happen. This fight's definitely gonna happen. And here it is, man. Fucking next week.
Here it is, man. Here it is. Oh man, what a story that was. Gerald and you is gonna make for a fucking awesome, awesome fight, dude. I see the arm pretty tatted. And have you gotten some more ink added to it, or is this
Um, Not recently, just
okay?
pretty much the same.
What's that?
Um,
Is that say something on the inside?
so this right here, let me see. Let me see if I can get a good video. So these are chess pieces because I love to play chess.
Okay.
This is a registered nurse symbol with my mom because she's
Mm.
a nurse. And then this says R.I.P. Dad, and it's a picture of the Tasmanian Devil that I stole from a card that he wrote me for my birthday when I was like 4 or 5. So and
Dude.
then this is the most recent one. It's a cover up. It just says Jiu-Jitsu,
In
and
what language is that?
it's in Japanese.
Oh, sick.
And then I got a boxer that just like represents like fighting, and then
Nice.
um yeah, that's pretty much it. And
Sweet, bro.
right here, everybody always seems to really like this one's motorcycle engine with angel wings for my dad. He passed away a couple years back, so that was like the start of my sleeve. So
Mm,
and
mm.
then I just keep going and going. I'm hoping to. My plan was to finish it this year, but I don't think that's gonna happen because obviously they're expensive, and I got my fight and then Christmas and shit. So
Yeah,
probably next year. But
yeah, a lot going on. You seem to sound like somebody who has a lot of sentiment for all their tattoos. Like all your yours have meaning.
yeah, every single tattoo that I have, it's kind of like a life sleeve for me.
Mm,
It's like what my life has been. You know, like people who are important to me. Right here, I got it's kind of hard to see, but it's me, my mom, and my dad's zodiac signs.
nice.
I'm like big into like spirituality and like meaningness and
Mm,
like what you put out into the world will come true
mhm,
and like manifestation and like shit like that. So I try to keep the things that are like important to me
mhm.
like super close. You know, times get hard. All I gotta do is look down. All right, mom, this is why I'm doing this shit. You know, my niece, this is why I'm doing this shit. So yeah, so they definitely
That's
all have meaning.
that's awesome, dude. And you want to finish out the rest of the sleeve with all meaningful tattoos that all have some sort of significance.
Um, I haven't really thought of anything yet. I was talking to my artist, but I think I'm just gonna start filling in some space and shit. You
Yeah.
know, I'd like to add something, um, about like staying great or when times get hard, stay hard, or I don't know,
Mm,
some kind of quote like that.
mm.
Something for my niece, and then probably just like fill in space.
And you're just gonna do the solo sleeve, just one arm? That's
No, I'm gonna do one arm. I want to do a leg. I want to do my other arm,
sick,
but
sick.
I'm terrible with like artistic ideas.
Yeah.
You know. So like honestly, to be 100% honest, every tattoo I got, I was super baked when I found the picture. I'm
Yeah.
like, huh. I'm like that. I'm like, I like that. Let me send this to my artist, see if he can like change it up a little bit, you know. So yeah, like I got the chest tattoo because like just like in chess in real life, you always got to think 3 moves ahead, you know. So
Mm, mm. Now you said you really like chess. You obviously have the tattoo. Are you good at chess? Are you
I'm decent. Like I mean I've been playing since I was a little kid. I'm
sick?
like a 1100 rating, like which
I
is
don't know what that means.
like pretty good. Like
Sick.
most people are like 500-600. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, chess is such a complex game, and like you said, you gotta think moves ahead. It's more a mind game than anything.
it's a great
And
game. Like
yeah.
dude, you play it all?
I did a lot as a kid. I, like, competed a little in school. I wasn't very good. I would always get my ass kicked, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, like, the timer. I enjoyed it all.
Great game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, my brother was never the type to play, so I didn't have that kid. We just go play hoops or some other shit, you know?
I can hoop too.
Oh, yeah? I heard you now work I heard you talk about it on the, Cage Titans podcast. You now, work full-time at a gym, and you're just hooping all day.
Yeah, I work as a gym teacher, playing basketball, soccer. Today we played handball. I don't know if you've ever like seen handball played, but it's fire, dude. It's a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Handball's the one with the goal, right? Where you, like it's almost like soccer, but you pass the ball around.
It's like a mix of soccer and basketball. Yeah, it,
Oh, okay. So you gotta put the ball in, like, the hoop.
you got to put the ball in a soccer net, but you can like dribble it and stuff, and can't take more than 3 steps and like stuff like that.
Mm.
It's sick. Dude.
How awesome is it to kinda be a mentor role for a lotta younger kids?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't work with the easiest population of kids. Work with behavioral youth. I mean, there's nothing like getting told to go fuck yourself every day.
Mm.
But um, if I can change just one person's life, that's all that really matters to me. So
Mm. That's a beautiful thing, man. Well, props to you for doing that line of work, man. It's a beautiful thing, and, those kids like to play games too, you know? Uh,
yeah, sure. They're all like, "Oh my god, I want to go to your fight. I want to go to your fight." I'm like, "Nah, you got you."
who knows? They might enjoy that atmosphere, that nothing like a nice Cage Titans event,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Alright, well, aside from the topic of fighting, I warned you about this before, we jumped on here. I noticed you're a big, energy drink guy, so I must ask, your top 5 energy drinks, both brand and flavor.
All right, let's break it down from the top. We'll go number 5. We'll go the C4 Skittles. Um, Number 4, we'll go with um the peach mandarin rain, or peach something rain, mandarin orange to small can rain. Fire. Um, Number 3, we'll go with the blue raspberry bang.
Mm,
But I don't really fuck with the bang too much anymore, honestly. But that's probably number 3. Number 2, probably the one I buy the most, honestly, is the blue raspberry ghost. The the blue raspberry sour patch kids ghost. Fire. And the best one is Celsius. It's sparkling mandarin marshmallow.
mm,
Fire. So
mm,
good, dude.
mm.
I'm
Now
not
there
really big on like the prime. That like I had a prime today, but not really my cup of tea.
nothing special, right?
Yeah.
I agree about the Prime take, nothing
That,
special about the Prime.
that shit's heat.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've ever even seen that flavor.
Yeah, it's fire.
What's wrong with the Bang? You said you're not fucking with Bangs no more. Why is that the case?
I don't know. They just got sued for like a major lawsuit for like not actually having creatine in their drinks.
Oh,
So
what the
I,
hell?
I don't know. They kind of like stopped selling them in stores for a while. Then they like started hurting my stomach and stuff. So
Mm,
um, yeah. But anything blue raspberry, like the
yeah.
blue raspberry Sour Patch Kids,
Mm.
fire. And then turned into a drink, dude. Come on, I'm with that.
Blue Raz is a great flavor in all things. Ice cream, snacks, candies.
Ice cream?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I've never had that.
Come on, do some sorbet, like some French ice, Blue Raz.
All right, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like a
Those
very slushy.
yeah, like those right there go
Okay,
hard, man.
yeah.
Alright, last thing, Fuse, before we get you out of here. What's the song of the camp? What's the song that you're turning on before getting into an intense training that just throws you in the zone?
Well, I train with Mitch every day,
What does
so
that mean? What is he bumping?
he's usually on the aux. He's usually on the aux, but he's been playing Draft Day by Drake a lot.
Okay, okay, Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. But I like Go Hard by Lil Baby.
Mm,
Fire.
mm.
Gets me pumped up. But I also like Russ a lot. Um, Probably one of my favorite rappers right now. Just like his wordplay in general, just like kind of gets me hyped up. But I'd say Russ, Lil Baby, Eminem, or Drake. Like that's
Mm.
what I'm bumping every day. But I'm actually I discovered my walkout song today, and
You don't have to
I,
say it yet. We can we
I
can we can
I'm not gonna say it yet, but just I've never walked out to it before, and
mm.
I've thought about it, but just think of like Jose Aldo, man, and you'll know
Mm.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm. Okay, okay, I can think of a few things. I like it. I like the Russ take. Not a lot of people talk about Russ. He's very much slept on.
Yeah, slept on for sure.
Another person you mentioned was Drizzy. What do you think of his last the new album?
It's all right.
It's all right.
I've listened to it a bunch of times now, and it gets better every time I listen to it.
That's right.
First time I was like, this shit's trash. But the song with J. Cole is fire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That first person shooter mode. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and there's one more song on there that is heat too. Um,
Is it Daylight?
no, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Hold on, I'm googling the album right now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
let's see. I'm interested now. I'm curious.
Um, First person shooter is fire. 8 a.m. in Charlotte is good too.
Oh, that's a good one. Freestyle.
Yeah. My favorite was Away from Home.
Okay, okay, that's
And
a good one.
I really like it, but I'm like, I actually really kind of like it, man. It's one part of the song that's just like I'm like,
Yeah. That's the best, dude. When it's like it's unexplainable, but there's just moments where in songs where you're just like you can't even explain. You're just bopping
yeah,
along.
yeah, hell yeah.
All right, Short Fuse, man. This was a great time. I look forward to seeing you November 11th as you fight Captain America, brother. You good luck the rest of the camp, and we'll see you then.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Expect me to come out there with the fire, man. I'm fucking coming out there to fight. I'm coming out there to win. Win, lose, or draw. This will be the toughest fight of both of our careers. And I'm coming to make a statement and to find myself as one of the best fighters in New England.